Welcome to Yep Yeah Yes with Marissa and Tanika. Today we're discussing money, power, respect. Is it really the key to life? What you need in life? Money, power, respect. What's going on, Marissa?
Not much. Hi, Dom.
Good, good. Weather's good. It's nice outside. It's supposed to rain like all week, so it's nice that we have a really nice day, and the weather it's warm, but it's not unbearably humid. But
Yeah.
sweat is dripping, so I'm content.
How's your cough?
Hey, it's there. It comes and goes. Comes and goes. How about yours? We both were coughing last week.
Yeah, no,
on
I
top
know.
of each other. It was a little awkward.
I know. I think mine was mine was allergies though.
Well, that's what mine is.
Oh yeah, sorry. I
Yeah.
know. I
Mixed with a little asthma, but mostly allergies.
today I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so as I stated earlier, we're going to be talking about money, power, respect. Is it really the key to life? So, when I was thinking about this topic, obviously I got it from the song, from the Locks. And I was like, this is my jam. I don't know what that ringing is. It's like from outer space, but, bear with us. It's not Marissa's phone, and it's not mine. Anyway, so when I was thinking about it, I was thinking about the Locks song, Money, Power, Respect, featuring DMX and Lil' Kim. And so they got it from the Scarface movie, where there was a quote that he said in the movie. You remember what it was? I think you have it.
In this country, you gotta make the money first. Then, when you get the money, you get the power. Then, when you get the power, you get the women.
Okay.
From Tony.
From Tony Montana.
I have to tell you though, so I have a kindergarten picture from my kindergarten graduation standing next to my dad, and he looks just like the character from that movie.
Do you have the picture on the ready?
I do have that picture on the ready.
Okay, so I got to take a look at it when we're done.
Yeah.
So it comes from that money, power, respect. The money, power, respect song actually came from Scarface, from the Scarface movie, and then the song came out, and then the video game came out, the Scarface video, entitled Scarface Money, Power, Respect. Now, I had no idea that the Locks added the word respect, that it was originally women. Like, that's kind of eye-opening to me. Money, power, women. Really. Not respect is something they threw in it. So, I started thinking to myself, like, are those three things, and really four things, the key to life? What you need in life.
What you need in life.
What do you think?
Money is a necessary evil, unfortunately, because you do need money to do things. But money will never buy you happiness. Money will never buy you health. Money will never buy you respect.
What will it buy you?
Money? Shit. A bunch of shit.
Sometimes we like shit.
Oh, yeah, we like shit, but at the same time, do you ever see the happiest people where they're content with what they have?
Yeah.
Not so much content with having more.
Well, see, here's the thing. The only people that say they're content with what they have are the people that got money. But you never hear, like, people that's, like, struggling to pay their bills talking about, I'm good.
But what's the focus is the thing.
What do you mean?
What's the focus? Are you content with what you have because you are just literally that content with what you have? Or are you just focused on money because you're not content with what you have? That's the question.
So you're shifting.
I'm shifting
the focus.
Yeah, you're shifting the focus, because if your focus is money, you will never be content, because you will never have enough money and you'll never have enough things.
So what about power?
Power.
Can money buy power, first of all?
That's going to be a yes and no answer, because it depends. So if money is important to you and I have more than you, I can hold that over your head. I will have power over you. Absolutely.
So what do you consider power?
Oh, there's two versions of that, I think. So there's power in those that can just literally buy what they want, right? Mm-hmm. Power. But there's also power of influence. Like, I'm going to use myself for an example. I don't know what other people think of me. I really don't care, because it's none of my business. But the way I think of myself, I think I am helpful. I think I am kind. But
you was kind.
You was smart. You was important. I love that.
No, you're impotent.
No.
I'm kidding.
Back to the infertility struggle.
I know.
I'll be okay. So I think, and I'm nice, but nice and kind don't go hand in hand. So there are people in my life that will ask me a question because I am kind, not because I am nice. And I think that that's powerful to some people. People have you in their life for different things. And I also know that I have a plethora of knowledge and a plethora of access, but access meaning to simple things. Like, I know someone who's good with cars. I know someone who is good with, I don't know, electronics. I know someone who's really good at doing a podcast.
Raises my hand. You should raise yours too.
I just sit here. So I'm saying, like, you know, so you can come to me for my plethora of knowledge. So yeah, there's power in all these things.
Power and knowledge, basically.
Yeah. Oh, girl. That's one thing I have to say that my dad always instilled in me. The things you know can never be taken away from you, ever, by anyone. That's the only thing in life that you can control.
So, and now what about respect?
Respect. And this is a tricky one. Because I think, who was it? Chris Christie. He did an interview.
Are we really mentioning Chris Christie on this podcast?
Yes, I know. Remember an interview he made when he was trying to do his political rounds where somebody said, what's more important, love or respect? And he referenced his mother where he was like, love come and goes, but respect always stays.
I don't remember.
Like, somebody can fall in love with you and out of love with you.
Yeah.
But if they respect you, they will always treat you in kindness.
Yeah, so I think that the problem is, and probably from the aspect of this song, the Money, Power, Respect song, I think the respect is not so much the way that you're talking.
Oh.
I think it's like, you will respect me or I will kill you. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, but see, that's fear.
Right.
That's not respect.
So it should be money, power, fear.
Fear.
What you need in life. Because respect is not, it's like respect can mask itself in many ways. So you notice how like somebody becomes famous. Like, look at Cardi B. She was on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
And nobody was like, oh my God, they wasn't watching for her.
Yeah.
She was like an added pleasure to the show.
Yeah,
people watched it.
Right.
But then as soon as like she started making like hit songs, they're like, oh, Cardi. Now everybody's like, oh, I love her. It's like, do they really respect her, or are they trying to be down with the hustle?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the word respect, put some respect on my name. You know, do people really respect Baby? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do they really respect him, or is it like they look at the money and the power? You know what I mean? And that is that's masking the word respect for them.
Oh.
So I don't know. And is it something that you need in life? Like, we go back to the original quote from Scarface, where he's like, money, power, and women. And it's like, obviously,
to get the money.
Women is what you need in life, because I want to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but without a woman, or with a woman, you also need man. You know what I mean? So it's like, we're delving really deep into the words and the verbiage of this, but I'm only thinking how important it is on a different level, because of the fact that number one, they made the movie, they made the video game, they have the song, and to this day people still
reference
money, power, respect. It's like, and they're not really referencing
that whole movie gets referenced for a lot of things, for so many different things.
He's like a cult hero with so many people, and it's like, he was a jerk.
Yeah.
Like,
but I think
he brought his respect.
But here's where okay, take the cocaine kingpin thing out of it. Okay. So Tony came to this country, this is one of the things that I feel like I wish we would stop forgetting when it comes to America, where this is a land of multiple opportunity, and let's keep it there. Let's make it open for everyone. So he came here with not much and made a lot, which is something that anybody can do in this country. Some more easy than others because of access.
Right. Which goes to our last show.
Yeah.
We were talking about, what was it, with Kylie? The
Self-made.
Self-made.
wasn't self-made, but okay.
But access has a
But
lot to do.
access has a lot to do.
Education, like when you have access, you can be educated. Like you know.
But see, here's the perfect point about when it comes to money, respect, and power. So if I'm respected in my community, I have access to people for things that I want and need, and when I ask someone, oh, I see your kid is I don't know, what's important in sports to do when they're little? Whatever, like your kid's an MVP.
In soccer?
I don't know, MVP, or your kid was able to be joining the World Cup. How do I get that from my child? If they respect me, they'll tell me how they did it.
Right.
If they don't respect me, they won't. They'll give you some bullshit excuse. So that's where access comes into play.
And that's insecurity, in my opinion.
When people don't share the access, when they don't want to share
because they think that somebody else going to try to take their job. It reminds me back when we worked in dental. I always go back to dental because it was like there's so much of an opportunity to help your fellow person, your fellow coworker, because you're not going into the same stores or same accounts.
Yeah.
But people were so they're filled with fear.
Yeah.
And that fear was. It came from a lack of respect for themselves and a lack of insecurity for themselves.
A great insecurity for themselves.
And so for many people below them and below their pay grade, they looked powerful. But if you really took a step back and watched, there's no power in fear.
No.
There's no power in being insecure.
But then that's not respect.
Right.
Right.
And so, you have the money, but do you have all three?
No.
And do you need all three to be successful?
Yes, to a degree, yes, because you don't need a lot of money to be successful. You just need to be able to cover your way.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have power and respect, by power meaning not like, listen, no, better give me that information, I'll punch you in the face. Not that, like genuine, like you're a pillar of your community, you're helpful, people come to you, you go to other people, you share in that knowledge. Think about it. Like, we'll go back to our dental days. The reason people didn't share information with us was because they knew that they didn't have a stronghold with what they were doing because they didn't have the power and the respect.
And they wasn't going to their accounts.
No, they weren't.
Find out that they were sleeping in the bed till 3 o'clock.
But what I'm saying is when they saw something in you because you had that little extra something that they could never have.
Right.
They became insecure with you and they couldn't give you that information because they knew you had the power to take what they had.
Right.
And that's where it is something that, we should all strive for that. We should all strive for respect. Being loved by someone comes and goes. You have bad days with people. People get into arguments. But respect is always there. I look at my mom and her 3 husbands, and she really, really respected 2 of them, and they always treated her in kindness.
Right.
The last one, not so much, but she didn't respect him. So he was fearful of her. So there comes that the way they treated each other. But I gotta say, I can call up my mom's ex-husband and ask him for something, and out of respect for her,
right,
he will give it to me.
That says a lot.
And that says a lot.
That's what respect is.
That's respect.
It's not about, living your life.
But that comes with power.
Right.
That's amazing.
Well, before we even, discuss doing this topic or whatever, I think in my mind, the key to life would not have money, power, respect probably would not have been on my list. Uh-huh. I probably would have picked money, love, and happiness. Mm-hmm. And so I wonder, I have no desire to be powerful.
But see,
when they say key to life, think about that. That's the key to life. That's the main thing.
That's the crux of what we're saying here. Okay.
Right. Are those 3 things the key to life and what you need in life? Do you need money, power, and respect to have a life?
Power, no. You're right. Power, no.
But you have power.
I don't think I have power.
You have power in your home.
You mean like to turn my lights on? Oh, you mean power like... No. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Your lights.
No, you're right. I do. Okay, yeah, but this is like my small nucleus. I am... But...
You gotta be powerful to somebody.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, we all have power in our own way, but it's a matter of
how you wield it.
Yeah,
but I respect this power and I
Right.
wield it accordingly.
Right.
Which comes with the whole like, I have children, and I think it's important to apologize to your children why you apologize.
But explain why you're apologizing.
Yes,
Not
that's
just-
exactly it.
Yeah.
Explain it.
Don't
Not
be like,
just,
oh, I'm sorry. And they
Right.
just think that now I'm sorry is perfunctory language that we
It's
just
not.
use whenever. You know, so I don't know. But like I said, for me, it was always love, happiness, and what was the other one? I haven't got that clear.
money, power,
Money,
respect.
I mean, money, love, and happiness.
Money, love,
because
and
I always feel like even though I'm always saying that money is not the most important thing to me, it is something that I know that I need and that I rely on to make life a little bit easier and to be able to get and do the things that I really want to do in life. And as far as love, I love my family. I love my friends, some of them.
And you are loved, though. You're very loved.
I don't know. These days, I'm not feeling too loved, but that's another story. We ought to do another story about when you cut mofos out your life, but because I've cut out quite a few people. I know I say this all the time, but at what point do you say enough is enough and you move on? But anyway, so the love thing. So it's the money, love, and happiness. I think is the key to life, and I don't think that anybody ever really has all three simultaneously working at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why it's the key to life, because it's the one door you can't unlock, because you're always striving it.
Right.
You might have a whole lot of one of them for a moment.
Right.
Maybe when you had your children, it's like you were filled with an abundance of love.
Right.
But I'm sure there's been moments where you had $20 in your pocket and you felt miserable.
Yeah.
Or you had
$200,000
in the bank and
felt alone,
Right.
miserable,
So-
powerless.
Right.
Oh, girl, I'm about to cry.
So it's like, when they say the key to life, it's like life is every day. You live it, and every key opens up every door, but the doors are unending.
Right.
So I'm sounding like I'm philosophical here. I'm really not.
But I have another.
I'm talking out my behind.
But you brought up one of those like never-ending things where like we sit, but by having one door closed consistently, with opening and closing of these doors, and this is that whole. But you're right. This is such a philosophical idea because when you think about it, is sometimes you're in a situation where you're powerless, where you're moneyless, or you're respectless.
Right.
I know that ain't a word, but to look into your situation, sit for a moment and understand that that's maybe just where you're meant to be at the moment. And that takes you out of that whole like powerless feeling, that respectless feeling.
If you could eliminate one of the words, which one would you eliminate?
Money, power, respect. Power.
Power?
Power. Because respect, I think, is something that's so important because I feel like that will wield so much more prosperity than anything else. Because with power, having power doesn't mean you have respect. You could be, a CEO of a company, but what happens when you get a hostile takeover? Because nobody respected you.
And it's weird because just when you were saying that, I was thinking to myself, what would I take out? And then I was like, would I take out power? But it's like, you have to have power over yourself. Control of yourself. Control of the things you do.
Damn it.
Control of what you say. Control of what you do. So this time I'm doing it my way. What song is that, Janet? Control. Now I'm all grown up. But
I wanted to call you. I kept trying to think of like Miss T if you're nasty.
But
Control. Oh my God.
That was the jam.
Control.
But it's like you want to have respect for yourself. You want to have power over the things you say and do, and you want to have the money to have security.
So this is the key to life.
It is the key to life.
Oh damn, man.
Money, power, respect. It's the key to life. What you need in life. So I started thinking like the song. Going back to the song with the Lox featuring DMX and Lil' Kim. They made a song, and like for real, like
neither of them have self-respect. Neither of them no longer have power over themselves or others.
Right, but I don't feel that way.
And I feel like neither of them got money anymore.
Definitely DMX. I mean, the bro, isn't he in jail now? Like I think
something like that.
I think I saw a picture of him from jail.
But the DMX Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is iconic, FYI.
I don't know that.
It's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I never heard that. No, I never heard that.
But and like Kim, you know, I'm a believer in plastic surgery. Whatever you need to make yourself feel good. Far. But that's the thing. When you're insecure and you keep going.
She was so pretty. There was like no need for all of that.
No.
It's just on a whole nother level. But then I look at the locks and it's like, okay, to me they actually lived up to that money, power, respect because the one that I'm thinking of specifically is Styles P. So he married his childhood sweetheart, and they own a whole bunch of juice bars around New York. Like they created a juice bar, they own all these juice bars. So he's probably making more money from the juice business.
Yeah, then.
You know, and trying to get in the lifestyle thing. And then like Jadakiss just released his album with Fabulous and signed to Rock Nation. So it's one thing too where you notice like they're all still relevant. This song came out like I don't even remember what year it was. It had to be like 90, 2000, something like that.
I think it was 99.
Could it have been 99? It definitely was. You could be right. It could be in the 90s. So you think nearly 20 years ago that song came out, and it's like we're still talking about them, not because of the title of the song,
right?
But just like they still are in the forefront of the music industry and the rap world.
Released in 1998.
Look at that. A year after Biggie died.
So, question. We spoke about this the other day when we were talking to DJ Blends. Mm-hmm. Those true No. Dang it. That doesn't fall into that.
What?
It's not a song of today that's truly iconic that stands the test of
Money,
time.
Money, Power, Respect?
It's in 98. It's during one of, I feel, one of a collection of moments in life where it was iconic moments in music.
I think the title of the song is more iconic than the actual song and the hook. There's certain songs that are iconic because of their hook and their title. You know?
Right.
But in terms of like, I mean, I guess people would probably dance depending on the party or the club you're DJing.
Yeah.
They might get up and dance to it, but I don't think it's like one of those iconic songs that are gonna, you know, I think if any of that era, but you know, speaking of like Little Kim and the Lox would probably be all about the Benjamins more so.
Baby.
More people know more people know that, but
go up to anyone in our age bracket and go, uh-oh.
I don't know that song.
What?
What song is that?
Ooh, baby.
Oh, I thought that. Honestly, I thought that's what you were talking about. But I was like, because I'm like Foxy Brown. She's bringing up Foxy Brown. Yeah. All I think about is remember she's on the horse, and she like, it's the video because it's with Teddy Riley's group. I can't remember the name of the group. Blackstreet. Blackstreet featuring. I mean, Foxy Brown featuring Blackstreet. Or were you talking about a different song? You're talking about the original?
I'm not talking about the original.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the original is a slow jam. But I can't remember the name of the song. I feel like it's the Isley Brothers, something like that. Anyway, my mother's gonna be like, I have the vinyl, the 45-inch.
She's cringing right now. It's like, how do you not remember?
She might be like, I don't even know what song they're talking about. But yeah, that's definitely. But it's like iconic in that genre.
Yeah.
Not iconic as a whole. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Everybody knows that.
But anyway, we're diverting as we usually do.
Yet I digress.
But so the people that created that song, it's like, even if you think back to Al Pacino, it's like he embodies to me money, power, respect. People respect his craft.
They do.
He got the money.
Yeah. He got
and
the
he's powerful, and I believe in Hollywood. You know, I think
even with his bad movies, you still respect him.
It's like you see, Al Pacino coming out with a movie, you're gonna just go see it, even if the guy's like, well, it was, you know, he was.
I guess he's trying to be funny now.
Like this is a guy that got an Oscar for the where he plays the blind guy. What's the name of that movie?
Scent of a Woman.
Scent of a Woman.
Hoo-ah!
He got an Oscar.
But that wasn't for that movie, though. Let's be real.
Well,
that's like Denzel.
Denzel should have won for Malcolm X. Like Denzel won for Training Day. Yeah, exactly. But regardless of the fact, when you think of Money, Power, Respect, I think that Scarface, Al Pacino has lived up to that. Scarface obviously died. He said all that. He spewed all those quotes. And where he end up?
He said hello to his little friend.
He said hello to his little friend. Exactly.
But even Michelle Pfeiffer's character is still iconic because she's white gold.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, right.
And
she really is.
Michelle Pfeiffer, white gold. She was really good in that movie, I feel like she was like her, and there's another actress who's actually Greek, but she played in Raging Bull. She always plays Italian. And she usually has blonde hair, but she's actually Greek. She is another...
You can't be Greek with blonde hair?
No, because she's always playing Italian-American characters. She was in Raging Bull. No, anybody can have blonde hair. But I'm saying is, she's Greek in her background, but she always plays an Italian-American in all these, like, this genre of movies.
Right.
Her and Michelle Pfeiffer are so subtly amazing. Oh, what is her name? She's so subtly amazing as an actress that I feel like I can't remember her name, I'll think of it. Whenever someone sees her, I feel like she's so undercredited. She's just really good.
She's like underrated. One of those.
Completely.
So she ain't got the money, power, respect.
Maybe she does.
She might got the money. Then after you get the money, then you get the power. After you get the power, then you get the women. That's so crazy. They changed that.
Kathy Moriarty.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like, she is really good, but you don't think of her. She's not
she's like a character actress.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. Yeah. You
don't think of her, but she's so subtly good. And I think with her subtlety is one of those things that I you know what, I'm a fan of music and movies. So like whenever I see that subtlety in someone where it makes you think beyond what they're showing you. Makes you think those undertones. Which is one of the reasons why I love music so much, is because it's that clever wordplay and that storytelling that they do.
Yeah.
I just love it.
And you know, there's so many artists, actors, actresses, singers, rappers, whatever, that really kind of embody that and make you think. Whatever it is, whether it's a role or a song that they create, you can't help but, if it's good, it's going to make you think. And just like I said with this song, with the Money, Power, Respect song, it's like the hook and the title of the song, to me, is so powerful, even though they drew creative license from the movie.
Yeah.
And then the video took the title of the Lock song, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That the video game that came out would say Money, Power, Respect instead of Money, Power, Money.
Money,
Power, Women.
Women.
Which is weird, right? They took the title from the Locks, but the Locks took from Scarface.
But funny enough, the reason, so I know this goes to probably like my feminine side, but I feel like when it comes to that male sort of dominance and speaking to like that male sort of bravado, they usually take the women, the connotation of women out of it because it's a given. It's one of those, like, if you have money and power, you will get women.
Right.
You know,
but that's not what he said in the movie. That's what was freaky to me.
But the thing is, but now think about it. They probably feel. Remember when in the movie he goes to her and she's laying in bed and he's like, such and such is gone now. Now you're mine, and she just gets up, gets her fur and goes.
Yeah. It's
one of those, like, once you have money and power, you will get women. That's an afterthought.
That's a good symbolism that I didn't think of. Look at you being all creative museum thinker. You're like one of those people that looks at art and comes up with their mind, with their story for the piece, and like, I think she's thinking about apples. And
you're like, how the heck?
Yeah,
they ain't even read in here.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Anyway, so I want to transition to our
Yep, that's trending
segment. I wanted to talk about the baseball player Josh Hader. I cannot remember what team he played for, but I don't.
That's how you pronounce his last name?
How do you? Josh Hader.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I think his Twitter handle is like Haterade.
Haterade, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. So anyway, he is under fire this week for racist and homophobic tweets that he wrote when he was 17, probably about like 6, 7 years ago, something like that. And so, he was in the All-Star game this past couple days ago, and all of these, media types, I guess the tweets came to surface, and all the media surrounded him, and they got footage of his family that was in the vicinity, and somebody went up to the family and gave them All-Star shirts, and they took their jerseys off. Like, for real, they was like, when your family got to remove their jerseys and everything with your name and put on generic ones, that's a problem.
That's a problem. I just, as a tribe member, to raising not only my kids, others, I constantly make it a point to make sure that the members in my tribe, I'm not fitting to do that. I'm not I'm not taking off my jersey because your stupid ass had to act out of pocket and can't be enlightened.
Right.
Like, you really, like, I didn't do my job. I did not do my job. I wasn't part of the tribe.
It's crazy. I can't imagine that my mother, his mom is there too. Like, I can't imagine that my mother would be like removing, like, if my name was on there. And just started removing it because of shame and embarrassment. Because they had just come out. And so he's I guess they all came out during the game. So he didn't know. So he's sitting at his locker with his phone looking and scrolling. You see his thumb. The guy that did the article, I forget which article it was, who the author of the article was. But anyway, the guy that wrote the article, I don't remember what it was. Anyway, he said that he described it to a T. It was like his thumb was swiping left and then swiping right. So I guess he was finding out all the information at the same time. And then the media surrounded him and started asking, you're supposed to be asking about your performance in the game. And he's talking about, making excuses, so to say, for his homophobic and racist tweet. So just to give everybody context, you have the tweets, some of the tweets there, right?
Yes. Can I read one?
Yeah.
Okay, this is from March 1st, 2012.
That's not even, like, 2012.
Like yesterday, but okay. Gay people freak me out. This dude comes in with pony shirts and a pony mailbag. Hashtag the fuck. Another one. This one doesn't have January 10, 2016. Hey, hashtag.
2 years ago, mind you.
Hey, hashtag Trayvon peeps. Rally all you want. He ain't coming back. Perhaps you should rally for the real innocent people being gunned down in Chicago.
2 years ago. But he was a kid, right?
February 17th, 2012. Fist emoji. White power. LOL. October 25th.
You don't gotta read that one because there's too many N-words in it. But
I would never say that, though.
No, it's not going to make sense without saying it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like blank. We not even give that credence. Yeah. I mean, I'll post it just so people know what we're talking about. But at the end of the day, what we're trying to say is that he definitely ain't got no power. He definitely ain't got no respect. He might have some money,
but that's not going to last.
Exactly. And so my question though is, like, he's trying to say that he did it when he was a 17-year-old kid. Obviously, he's lying because it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And right before he got picked up by the majors. And he's saying that he was a kid and he knows better now and he's this, that, and the other.
But do you?
What do you think? Do you think people should be held responsible for the things they say in their past, in their youth even, or even in their 20s? Say, like, I'm 44. I've tweeted stuff. Should I be held responsible? Like, at what point do you say, okay, whatever?
It's tough because I know racism isn't something you're born with. That's something you're taught.
Definitely.
It's definitely something you're taught. So his family probably wasn't ashamed. They probably just didn't want beer thrown on them.
Right.
Because you know how baseball games get. But what is the adage? At the age of 7, you are who you are.
Yeah.
It'd be very hard to change someone like that. Because even in my private thoughts, I've never thought of anything like that.
There's just the things, like, I mean,
so
the whole Trayvon Martin thing, like, really?
Ugh. But here's the thing, though. So here's what I can say. and this goes to just humanity and the way we talk to each other. When you know better, you do better. You don't need excuses. Take it on the chin. Use this as a learning experience, genuine learning experience, and move forward. If society lets you, because he has a public profession. But should he be held responsible? Yes. Was he a child? Not on all these tweets was he a child.
No.
But at the same time.
And what's a child? Let's be real. You have children.
I have little children, yeah. Yeah, and they say stupid things all the time. But
they're not saying stuff like that, though. That's the whole thing.
But they've got a good tribe. They've got a good tribe. They haven't been taught this. But at the same time, I would hope that when you genuinely, we've seen public people genuinely, you know what? I after self-reflection, you are correct. This is not who I am. I will do better. And that's just it. You do better. You go through it. I don't know.
This is crazy. The thing that annoys me to no end is like listening to sports radio yesterday, and all of these sports newscasters, radio jocks, whatever. Mind you, majority of them are like white guys
men
that report on a majority minority. I
Yeah.
mean, baseball is minority Spanish guys that play from all over South America, but immigrants, they don't belong here. Only if they're playing for me, though. Just like when they made the thing about France. Like 85% of their players are from Africa, and they're all Muslim. Every single member on that team is Muslim.
But here's the thing with white nature, male white nature. When you do something positive, you are American, you are French, you are Canadian, you are this. But when you do something negative or what they perceive as not as productive, then you're allowed to be whatever you claim to be.
Right. So on the radio yesterday, there's one guy in particular, Rick DiPietro. He used to be the goalie for the New York Islanders. And I had to turn it off because the guy was sitting there and he was white-splaining Josh Hader to the audience.
How do you white-splain that,
He was
though?
doing the whole, he hasn't grown up around minorities, and he doesn't know, he hasn't, when you're sheltered from, I'm like, no. There's a lot of people that don't grow up around other people from other, Like, there's
better.
no excuse. There's just, no excuse for your homophobic remarks. There's no excuse for your racist remarks. I'm really put off by the whole Trayvon thing because everybody knows what happened with Trayvon Martin. And it's like, just why? You obviously said it, so you were looking for a rise.
Yeah.
You didn't say it out of ignorance. You didn't say it like, why are people rallying for Trayvon? You didn't talk about a ponytail for a general person. You made a point to say gay.
Yeah.
So you know better because you made that distinction.
Right.
So when you make that distinction, you point out you focus on something like that. That means that you know better. And so I don't need any white men or straight men or whoever trying to explain to the public and make excuses for this guy.
Can I just add to your statement? I don't need no black or Hispanic people explaining this away either.
Right.
Because I think that's also detrimental to a movement of progression as well. Because the last thing that...
Or gay people.
The last thing another sheltered white person needs is more ammunition to look, whoa, that Hispanic just said it was okay to say it.
Well, that's what they were doing too. Because they said they pointed out a specific teammate whose person of color that came by him and stood in his corner. I'm like, yeah, but there's more than one person on a baseball team.
But you
that's
know what
the person you're focused on.
See, and this is, I'm not gonna say but have I had friends that said something off color, that I would stand next to, off color. I'm trying to think, and I'm not quite sure. No, like this to
like
this
that.
magnitude.
No.
Homophobic and racist?
No.
I don't know. But for me to stand next to you, like, no, I don't think she's racist. I don't think
you
you're
don't
homophobic.
have to do that because you don't surround yourself with people like that.
No.
Like, I believe that if you wouldn't abandon your children if one of them said that. You would be hurt.
I would be
still
hurt.
Stand by them,
but
would you make excuses for them is a different story.
No, I would take personal responsibility because I didn't do well as part of the tribes person.
Right.
Like, I'm their mother, and they're out there thinking like that, and that's your core of who you are. You think like that. That's in your private thoughts. You think like that. I as part of the tribe to help you become the best version of yourself, to become the best version for other people, to be enlightened and to grow and to be just a better portion of humanity.
So
I failed.
Do you think that by not saying anything, you're also standing by it?
Yes. There's always teachable moments, and it's never what you say, it's how you say it. There's been people that have come up to us with genuine questions on how to grow and be better people, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
They want a lot. There's not a lot, but there's been a handful of people that, in their own way, question our friendship. You know, like from the aspect of how do we get friends like that without saying it?
Right,
how do you
right,
how do you
right.
maintain such a long friendship?
Right.
To there must be something wrong.
Right.
Why are y'all friends?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you set them straight.
Yeah.
But it's about how you approach a person.
Exactly.
But there's been situations where there have been off-color comments made in my direction. I'm sure you've had them in your direction. And sometimes you're so caught off guard that you don't even realize, like, it's too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you think about it later, you're like, wait a second.
Like when people tell me, oh, you don't look Hispanic. You don't look Puerto Rican. I thought you were Italian. That's not a compliment.
But I'm not even talking. I'm talking about.
Or when people.
I'm not. Oh,
like when there's neighborhood gatherings here and people are like, man, this neighborhood's going downhill with all these Puerto Ricans moving in.
That kind of thing.
And I'm like, hello, they've been here. We've been here, mofos.
Do you say something or you just let them say it?
It depends on who it is. If it's an older person,
see, but that's not good. It doesn't matter.
That's not good. Yeah, I'm aiding in the whole.
You shouldn't give conjecture, I guess. I don't know if conjecture is the right word. You shouldn't separate one from the other.
Yeah. Bad
language or divisive language or hateful rhetoric or anything like that shouldn't be tolerated.
I think for me, it's one of those, like, when you have an older person, you're not going to change them no matter what you do. So I just don't want to argue. But then it's not about arguing. But yeah, you're right.
They just,
I should have done better.
It's not about writing them off like, oh, they're old.
Yeah.
Or they're young. You know what I mean? But it's not just even you. Like, I've been in a situation where you were there when the guy, made a remark about my skin tone because it was too dark, he couldn't see me or whatever.
Oh, God.
It's like, I was embarrassed, but it's like I didn't know what to say, and I wish I would have said something then.
Yeah.
But it's like when you're like the only black person there, and it's like
even more so because I'm
and it's my house and my party. I invited this mofo to my house.
Eating the hamburgers that I made, asshole. But
those are good hamburgers too, by the way.
The thing that because I'm very good at being like quippy. Mm-hmm. I'm very good. I was caught so off guard that somebody would be. If that's their private thoughts, hide that from me then. Right. But to be so comfortable to say something so disgusting to another person, but then it's one of those things that, you know what, I appreciate you being forward, so I know that you're not, that person has never and will never be part of my tribe.
And we don't even associate with him anymore, so.
No.
I don't, it's funny, we talked about him yesterday. It was like, whatever happened to him? Anyway,
oh, well.
Have no idea. But yeah, it's like one of those things, I don't think a person like Josh Hader or anybody like him. There's been a lot of celebrities that put their quote unquote foot in their mouth, or let's be real, have been racist.
Complete racist.
Like, let's not make little niceties and call it different names to cover up the fact you was racist.
Yeah.
You were homophobic.
Yeah.
And you don't deserve a pass.
No.
We call on you, and Major League Baseball didn't think he deserved a pass either because they put him in the so-called sensitivity training, which I've never heard of. Now all of a sudden everybody got sensitivity training. I'm like, okay. Whatever. But they should do that in
whatever. He's gonna come out with some like whitewashed Puerto Rican girlfriend and then be like, it's okay, my girlfriend's Puerto Rican.
Oh my gosh. We don't want to get into that because there's a lot of people. There's a few people.
That we
one
know.
Person in particular. Like to use that as an excuse.
Oh, that's why I said it. It made me think of it.
Yeah. Just because you associate or
know somebody,
have relations. Or the person you have relations with has a friendship with someone else does not mean that you're down for the cause. But anyway. Anyway, good show.
Good show.
Just to let the public know, because Marissa was struggling, she was in Struggle City. with the
Me alone?
Yes, you alone. Struggle City.
Wow.
But remembering
horrendous tire marks on my back right now.
Marissa has Struggle City, but remembering what our at page or Twitter page and the Instagram page, so much so that she had me mess up a couple times. Yes, I blame her. So now our Twitter page is
Yep,
is
yeah,
at
yes,
Media-
18.
Oh, now you remember. And what's Instagram?
Yep, yeah, yes, 18.
There you go. So follow us on social media. Drop us a line, a comment.
At me, boo. Whoa, what are your 3 pillars?
Ain't nobody gonna respond, but we do want to know.
I do want to know. Somebody might.
Yeah, you never know.
Morning Dew? El Gato?
We need to stop shouting them out. 'Cause
Frank?
they're getting a big head.
Frank? DJ Blends?
Fro man lives.
Fro man lives.
Yeah.
He does live.
No fro though, but
No fro.
But you know.
But I bet them sneakers is on point.
Holler. Anyway, have a good rest of the day. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.